Hello, this is Sonia with Gold Rose Tarot. This is my new tarot channel. I will be doing a tarot reading, only pulling 3 cards, and I will be using this oracle deck at the end. So in my reading, I will be doing the 3 cards, then afterwards I will be closing my eyes to see what other pictures come through during the reading. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. And go ahead and start with the reading prayer. As I read, I allow the cosmic and the earth energies to flow through my body, opening the doors to which become more aware of our spirituality and increase the communication with the God of our heart. Let us pray. May it be with the blessings of the Supreme Being that whatever happens during this reading will benefit each of us in our spiritual growth, awareness, and understanding. Amen. Hope everybody's having a good week. I've just been feeling it this week. It's just, I kind of feel like there's just a lot going on. Shuffle. Okay. And I will be pulling these 3 cards out. Let's see what we got going on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to start with the middle card first. See what we got. Okay, so we got the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is in reverse, as we can see. Okay. And the number 10 is associated with final manifestation, completion, the result of true will. So I'm not sure if you're seeing a 10 or you will be seeing a 10. The 10 of Cups is also associated with water and Pisces. So, with it in reverse, it's dissipation, pity, quietness, waste, arguments, disunity. So, let's see, perhaps with this 10 of Cups is maybe with the energy that's happening around you, perhaps you're reflecting inward, and you tend to isolate yourself sometimes, even though you know it's good for you to be out with your friends or family. Be a good sport at work, be a team player. I believe things get the best of us at times, and you're trying not to be. I'm seeing a picture of being like snappy towards others. Perhaps a bit of a feeling of just a little bit of moodiness, and maybe you don't feel like you're a part of the crowd right now. Perhaps what you're doing is doing a lot of observation, I would say, and you're looking at how people are acting and what they're doing, and you're thinking about that, but you're staying quiet sometimes. Or there could have been possibly an argument, maybe a miscommunication that you had with somebody, and you kind of feel like you're missing that connection with that person or that people, those people, excuse me. Yeah, so let's go ahead and see the second card. It's the 2 of Pentacles right here. All right. So the 2 of Pentacles is Earth and Capricorn, and is also associated with the number 2. And the number 2 is associated with duality, union, balance, love, settling of energy. So with the 2 of Pentacles, find balance in your life to build your success. Balance, change in circumstances, argumentative wandering. So with this, I definitely see this fellow here trying to balance things out. He's trying to figure things out. This thing goes this way, this other thing goes that way. Which way am I gonna go? How do you adapt to your situation? And like I said, you could be feeling a little sensitive these days, or maybe weeks. You could be holding back a little bit, but maybe feeling also a little snappy towards others. And you want to chill out this energy. You know this energy is around, and you're just like, okay, what's going on? So how can you create a balance of, okay, I acknowledge my feelings. I know I'm feeling this way, but I also have to maintain relationships. I also have to learn how to get along well with others, and probably being alone or maybe isolating yourself helps you figure that out. Okay, and so our third card is, let's see, the Ten of Pentacles, right here. Okay, and the Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. And it has to do with Earth and Virgo energy. And the number 10 is associated with recognition, realization, endings, result of true will. So problems, insecurity, failure, slothfulness, dullness of mind, and instability. So I can see where all these cards come together. It looks like there's something going on within the energy. It looks like there's just this relationship or relationships that you have with others, and there's some sort of conflict, and you're just trying to figure things out. You're trying to really create a balance. And yes, when we do come in this energy or in this state, we question a lot of things. We do question, well, am I thinking about this like in a good way or in a bad way? What should I do this like this or this like that? And I believe when you do take that quiet time, I know for me, when you do take that quiet time for yourself, things do make a little bit more sense. I see that taking that time out just so the feelings settle. So when the feelings start to settle, you're like, okay, I'm not so charged up now. I can be a little bit more grounded. And again, take a step back and look at the picture and say, how can I think of this in a more calmer way? And know it's when things happen like this, there's no failing. We learn. Things may feel that way. When things come up and things are tough, and we tend to have our minds just run wild. Sometimes we will be a little harsh on ourselves and say, oh, maybe I'm not so good at this and I'm not so good at that. Oh, and we begin to be really hard on ourselves. But at this time, this is where we really get to know ourselves, I believe, and we get to choose which path we want to go down. And things take time. If you want to settle the dust on something, just remember things take time, and you may not have all the right answers or have all the answers now, but soon enough they will come to you. So and that follows with the realization when you do you isolate. I think taking that time out, and we do need that. We do need that time to I guess quiet the noise in our minds or anything that's around us. For instance, today I had to take a walk by myself, and I was feeling a little overwhelmed, things that are just going on, and I just had to get out of the house. I made some tea, went for a walk, I cried, and that's what I needed. I needed that release, and after that release, I didn't feel so bad afterward, and I actually was like, oh man, I really needed that. So things like that do help, and take as much time as you need. I saw the word deadline. There is no deadlines to trying to figure things out, unless it's something completely, different, like with the contract or something like that, then I understand. But when trying to sort out feelings out, or even relationships with ourselves and other people, things do take time, and the clarity does come to us. Okay? And so I have this beautiful unicorn deck, Paulo Barbari. I think I'm saying that right. I'm probably butchering his name. But yeah, I want to use this deck and see what's coming through for us. Ever since, when I was a child, I just love unicorns. There's just something about them that's just so majestic. My favorite cartoon is The Last Unicorn, and I used to watch that movie all the time. It's such a cool movie and such a great meaning behind it. Now that I'm adult, you understand the meanings behind movies, a lot more. And when you're a kid, you're just kind of in awe with, just the characters and the scenery and the pictures and the cool things that they do. But, you tend to listen a little bit more when we're older. Okay, so I'm just going to pull one card. I'm going to take it from the top. Oh, not a swing, a choice. Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful picture. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at, this is number 20. Okay. Now we're going to look it up. Choice. Okay, not a swing, but a choice. Okay, here we go. Transformation. Up and down, high and low, side to side. Which way to go? Life can take us through twists and turns, rises and falls, all lessons to learn. You encounter a playground and swing on a swing. You remember your youth and the joy that brings. And as you swing high and low, the scene transforms. Through your ups and downs, the swing is a unicorn. Your meditation. The unicorn swing teaches of choice. We can go high or we can go low, above or below. Imagine yourself swinging and choose your direction. The unicorn swing is here to ease any tension. Affirmation. Up and down, high and low. I choose my own pace. I know where to go. I love this because it totally goes with what we just read, right? So the action. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Action. Find a playground and play on the swings. While you play, meditate on the way you move through things. All of life is a playground. Choose the pace that best suits you. Most of all, have fun. So I love this message. I can definitely resonate with this message. And I have to say that, when I do go to a playground, and sometimes I do, and swing on the swings, I feel like a kid again, and it's amazing. And it's so true when they say, when you go up and down, our perspective changes, on what we see in front of us. And I really like that view. And we get to choose how fast and how slow we want to go on the swing. I remember, I wouldn't do that now as an adult, but you used to try to get so high on the swing and then jump off. Of course, we're kids, were little rubber bands back then, but I wouldn't do that as an adult, just break in half, but, and and sometimes you take that leap, but you're having fun while you're doing it, right? You don't think about the consequences, like, oh, I'm gonna break my leg, or maybe I'm gonna hurt my wrist, or maybe twist my foot or something like that. We don't think about that as kids. So I would invite us to bring in that child energy, and when we're on the swing, have fun. I know life is full of ups and downs, of course, but it's up to us to take these little moments and try to have just a teeny bit of fun. And just remember, when you're on this swing, remember, our perspective will change. Things do change. and whether they're up and down, twist on it or whatever you used to do on the swing, your answers will come to you. And there's times where, of course, we have to get off and keep on going with life, okay? So I'm going to close my eyes and see what other energy's coming through. Okay, so what I'm seeing is someone that they're in the middle of a tornado. It just seems like there's just a lot of spinning that's going on, a lot of responsibility, people demanding things from you. And you're just like, which way do I go? How do I conquer these things? Everything's just moving so fast. Like, how did I get to this space? And I can see it can be very chaotic. I'm seeing like books in there. I'm seeing a house. I'm seeing people. Maybe there's a pet. There's just all these things that are going on at the same time. And when things do feel like we're in the middle of tornado or hurricane, it's hard to see, and we have to wait until the storm settles down, and then we can get that better perspective. So yes, so our next step is we're feeling this way. Let's bring back that child energy, go somewhere, swing on a swing, and have some fun. And maybe then we'll get a little bit of clarity on what we can do next. Even though if it's just a little bit, a little teeny bit, that's progress. Even a little bit is progress, and I think that's amazing. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Please like, subscribe. If any of this resonate or validated anything that you're going through, please let me know. I'm here to help, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Thank you. Bye-bye.